Good morning, everyone. I'm Bilal Malik. You're watching BM TechNet, learning every day. Today, we are going to discuss about the availability zones. And as you can see in the picture, when there is two or more than two availability zones, basically these are physical, separate located data centers that is called an Azure region. So we'll be more focused on availability zones today. That what is the purpose of it? Obviously, the ultimate goal is to achieve the high availability, and you can use these availability zones for the as a backup for your services. So in that case, your applications, your data remains available and uptime is higher, and you cannot feel any glitches, outages, even if there is any any sort of outage with respect to networking, maybe due to any power issue or cooling issue. So the availability zones are typically separate locations within Azure region, and purpose I've elaborated that it's for like one each availability zone is made up of one or more data centers equipped with independent power, cooling, and networking. Availability zones are set up to be an isolation boundary, and if one goes down, the other takes up. So the availability zones are typically connected to each other through a very fast private network, ideally, and practically speaking, from the fiber optic networks, which is obviously very fast. There is no doubt about it. And then we can say that allows customer to run their mission critical applications with high availability, as well as at the same time with a low latency replication, right? So availability zones offered as a service within Azure, and to ensure resiliency, there is a minimum of three separate zones are enabled in a region. So that was about availability zone. Let's talk more about the availability set, which is another option. So before I may describe this whole diagram to you, let me briefly tell you about what is availability set is. Basically, it's a logical grouping of VMs, that allows Azure to understand how your application is built to provide redundancy and availability. So what Microsoft does is they basically recommend that two or more VMs, uh, like when they are created within an availability set, to provide a high availability replication to meet the it says in books, by books it says like 99.95% Azure SLA, and there is no cost for the availability set itself. You only pay for each VM instance that you create, right? So then comes a question: how does it works? How do availability sets work? Let me tell you. Each virtual machine in your availability set is assigned an update domain, which I mentioned here in purple color, and along with that, there is a fault domain by the underlying Azure platform. It's default. Then each availability set can be configured up to 3 fault domains and 20 update domains. That's a lot, seriously. So this is a basic, you may say, the concept, not the concept, the entities of availability set. One is fault domain, as you can see, that is entirely separate from this fault domain. Means that these basically you can take them or consider them as a rack. This is a rack. It has completely separate power and cooling stuff, and likewise they both have different, so all three fault domains have different source of power and networking and cooling stuff. So uh, update now let's discuss about the update domains. It's a bit tricky to understand, but it's very, at the same time, it's very easy once you make your mind clear. So let me tell you, the update domain indicates a group of virtual machines and underlying physical hardware that can be rebooted at the same time, right? When more than 5 virtual machines are configured in a single availability set, I repeat, when more than 5 virtual machines are configured within a single availability set, the sixth machine is going to be placed in the same update domain as the first virtual machine. Let me draw it for you quickly. Like I have VM1, VM2, VM3, VM4, VM5. So these machines are like 1, 2, 3, etc. and up to 5, right? So when I'll configure the sixth machine, that will not be, that will be actually provisioned on this update domain. Okay, and if I say the seventh machine is configured in that group, in that availability set, that will be placed with the update domain 2. Okay, so that's a cycle. It's all it's based upon your choice. When you're configuring it, you can set it as per your requirements. Okay, so let's move forward with another concept, which is for uh, like how handy it could be. So let me give you an example. We usually do patching, right? And Microsoft release their patching every Tuesday, second week Tuesday, and then all organization, I believe, they do patching as per their plans. So the benefit of this is that the order of update domains being rebooted may not be uh, proceed sequentially during the planned maintenance. Definitely, Microsoft pushed their patching or updates as well, so they are not pushed sequentially during the planned maintenance, but only one single update domain is rebooted at a time, right? Only one is rebooted at once while Microsoft do the updates. I think uh, it's getting a bit confusing here, but if you will uh, listen to this whole conversation, I believe that will make a sense. Now we have to move towards the fault domain. So how does fault domain works and what is fault domain exactly? Basically, it defines the group of virtual machines that share a common power source and network switch, or you may say the connectivity, as I said earlier. So by default, the virtual machines configured within your availability sets are separated across up to 3 fault domains. Means, like I mentioned here, you can have up to 3 different fault domains, which can help you in case of any disaster, and easily you can secure your data. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. If yes, then click the like button and subscribe for our upcoming videos. You can also drop your suggestion remarks in the comments below. Thank you.